I will be reinstituting prima nocta. Be right back.
There are eagle-eyed fans everywhere. In this list, we're diving into mistakes that slip through editing in movies like The Dark Knight Rises, Avengers, and more. From unwanted cameras to invincible suits, there is so much to uncover. Let us know at the end of the video if you catch any of these yourself. 1. In The Avengers, Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow made an instant impact. Introduced by Joss Whedon, she's a human without powers, holding her own among super soldiers and gods. In one scene, tied to a chair, she takes down 4 gangsters. As she leans back, seemingly for a headbutt, her hair lightly knocks out a thug. It was likely a stunt mishap, but hey, deadly hair made the cut. 2. In Avengers Age of Ultron, Captain America's fearless toughness is on full display during the epic highway fight against Ultron. Jumping onto a moving semi-truck to confront the metal menace, Steve Rogers proves his mettle. However, even he faces mortal moments, like when a blast from Ultron sends him flying. In a quick blink-and-you-miss-it moment, Cap swings around with a cable still attached, a small blooper that slipped into the final cut. 3. In Blade Runner 2049, Harrison Ford added unexpected realism to a fight scene by accidentally punching co-star Ryan Gosling in the jaw. He shared the mishap on The Graham Norton Show, jokingly blaming a script misread before revealing that strobe lights on set led to the mishap during their choreography. 4. In Iron Man, Tony Stark faces a critical moment when Obadiah Stane's device paralyzes him and causes him to bleed from the ears, signaling a serious health concern. Yet, miraculously, in the following scene, as he crawls to retrieve his old arc reactor, the blood is gone. It's a glaring detail that suggests an oversight in editing given the urgency of Tony's situation. 5. In the Avengers Battle of New York, the Chitauri wreak havoc on New York City, flipping cars left and right. Thor even takes cover behind a wrecked sedan that miraculously appears undamaged in the next shot. It's like a brand new car turned upside down, likely a CGI oversight or a different car altogether. 6. In Spider-Man Homecoming, Peter Parker revisits his debut with the Avengers during Captain America Civil War through his vlog. However, there's a discrepancy. In his vlog, Peter webs Captain America's shield and confidently quips, "Hey everyone," yet in the actual Civil War scene, he lands silently. It seems the vlog used footage from an earlier trailer, slipping through to the final cut unnoticed. 7. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, a quick-eyed viewer might spot a modern-day intruder at Hogwarts. During the duel scene between Harry Potter by Daniel Radcliffe and Draco Malfoy by Tom Felton, a camera operator briefly sneaks into the shot among the crowd. It's a blink-and-you'll-miss-it moment that breaks the castle's magical immersion for an instant. 8. In the Avengers climactic Battle of New York, Captain America takes a beating from the Chitauri, leaving his suit shredded and burned. Surprisingly, though, when the Avengers regroup at Stark Tower after the battle, Cap's suit miraculously appears pristine again, while his shield shows the battle scars. It seems like a slip-up with costume continuity, likely due to the hustle of filming with multiple suits on set. 9. In the climax of Ant-Man, Scott faces a dire moment when Darren Cross holds him at gunpoint. Scott's ingenious move to use his ants to block the gun's hammer creates a tense moment. However, there's a noticeable error. The guns used throughout the film are Glocks, which don't have visible external hammers. Despite this oversight, Scott narrowly avoids a fatal outcome in a scene that plays out with thrilling suspense. 10. In Bad Boys, directed by Rick Rosenthal, there's a hilarious blooper during a pivotal fight scene between Sean Penn and Izzy Morales. A camera operator is accidentally caught on camera, crouching behind them to capture the action. While the crew member's presence breaks the illusion, it inadvertently adds a WWE-style flair to the intense brawl between the teenage rivals in the juvenile detention center. 11. In Captain America: The First Avenger, a movie centered around a superhero draped in the American flag, there are some notable flag-related slip-ups. At Howard Stark's World Expo, the Bahamian flag is seen hanging alongside the American flag, even though the Bahamas only adopted their flag in 1973, long after the film's 1930 setting. Later, in England, the British Union flag appears upside down during a scene, which seems an unusual oversight for a film featuring many British actors. 12. In Clint Eastwood's American Sniper, a film known for its strong cinematography and sound editing, there's an infamous blunder involving a fake baby. During a scene where Bradley Cooper's character, a Navy SEAL and new father, cradles his newborn, the baby prop used is notably unconvincing, a stiff plastic figure that he handles with unexpected gentleness, even adjusting its rigid hands in a less than subtle manner. 13. In Batman Returns, Michael Keaton's portrayal of Gotham's Dark Knight encountered a notable continuity slip-up. While Keaton's Batman typically sported a cowl with shadowy eye sockets, the film unexpectedly removes his eye makeup when he confronts Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman without his disguise. This decision created a jarring continuity error, contrasting sharply with the consistent look established in Tim Burton's 1989 Batman film. For fans, it's a detail that stands out, especially in comparison to more recent interpretations like Robert Pattinson's notably consistent eyeliner-wearing Batman. 14. In the final scene of The Avengers, Captain America rides off on his motorcycle with his hair perfectly in place, despite the high-speed ride and wind in the background. It's a humorous detail, considering the lack of helmet, suggesting either Steve Rogers has super-powered hair gel or clever visual effects were used. Chris Evans likely sat on a stationary bike in front of a blue screen, with the background added later to ensure his safety and avoid any real motorcycle risks. 15. In Bring It On, Peyton Reed's entertaining sports comedy centers around a pivotal cheerleading competition where the East Compton Clovers unexpectedly triumph over the Rancho Carne Toros, boosting their previously overlooked team to national fame. However, keen-eyed viewers may spot a blunder during the routine. Two team members accidentally collide when one cheerleader veers right instead of continuing forward. It's a small mishap that could have cost them points in a competition known for its precision. 16. In Fast and Furious 6, known for its adrenaline-pumping action rather than realism, there's a noticeable grooming inconsistency involving Dwayne Johnson's character Luke Hobbs. During a high-octane chase scene near the film's climax, Hobbs mysteriously appears to both shave and regrow his goatee in a remarkably short span of time. It's a blink-and-you'll-miss-it detail that adds an unintentional touch of humor to the intense sequence. 17. In Fight Club, during a tense moment as the narrator tries to break into a building, he initially uses a large metal bench to smash a glass door. However, shortly after realizing he can use his gun to break the glass instead, the scene cuts to him entering through the shattered door, and the bench has mysteriously vanished. It's a noticeable continuity slip that momentarily breaks the flow of the action-packed sequence. 18. In Final Destination 2, there's a humorous blooper that occurs during a jump scare involving Tim being crushed by a glass panel. If you pay close attention, you'll notice that the body being mangled is obviously a poorly constructed prop dummy. Its arms are oddly positioned just above its knees, making it glaringly apparent amidst the chaotic scene. 19. In The Dark Knight Rises, Bruce and Alfred stumble upon a humorous typo while researching Selina Kyle. An old newspaper headline reads, "Police suspect cat burglar in jewelry heist." The obvious error substitutes HIEST for HEIST, prompting speculation about a playful attempt at a cat-themed pun gone awry by the copy editor. 20. In Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, a soul-shaking biopic starring Cillian Murphy, the film's attention to historical detail is largely praised. However, keen-eyed viewers noted an anachronism. American flags with 50 stars are visible in the 1940 setting, despite Alaska and Hawaii not joining the US until 1959. It's a minor flaw in an otherwise triumphant historical epic. Well, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest updates. Share your thoughts with us on this in the comment section. Until next time, stay tuned and stay entertained.